May, is this a good time? It's about the Christmas holiday.
Sure, what's up, Tom?
I need you to cancel your plan to visit your parents and stay home.
Huh? Why all of a sudden?
I just got a call from my sister Sarah. She and her husband are going to Europe for Christmas.
Uh-huh. Why does that have anything to do with me going home? Could it be...
Yeah. I promised them we'd take care of their daughter at home during the trip, so you'll take care of her.
No, hold on. That baby is only a month old. They're going on a trip to Europe, leaving their newborn baby?
They can't enjoy a trip with a baby, can they?
But they shouldn't...
You see, they only had a wedding because the baby was coming soon. Now that the baby was born safely, they're going on their honeymoon. That's why. You'll be responsible for taking care of the baby.
What?
Starting tomorrow, by the way.
Tomorrow?
They've already started the holiday. They don't want to waste the time, so they're coming to our place tomorrow, leaving the baby and flying to Europe right away. That's great, isn't it? I have to work until the very end of the year.
Hold it, please. Seriously? I can't take care of a baby even though she's my niece. I mean, don't decide things like that without discussing with me.
What, May? I thought you'd be happy.
How can I be happy?
Why not? You love kids, don't you? You said you wanted to have a baby soon when we got married.
I did, but liking kids and actually taking care of them are two different things.
But I'm sure it'll be so educational for raising kids. The baby is just a newborn, and she can't even hold up her head yet. Feeding, bathing, changing diapers, etc. I think that will be a great experience for you.
Don't be ridiculous. You call it a great experience when an inexperienced person takes care of a baby less than a year old? A chance to learn how to raise a child? Stop with the nonsense. It's totally insane. To begin with, you know that I was planning to go back to my parents' place for the first time in 3 years during this New Year's holiday, right? I also have plans to meet up with some local friends I haven't seen in a while. I'm not going to cancel my trip home. No way.
But I made a promise too.
You'll have to cancel that, won't you?
But they're leaving tomorrow. If we decline, my niece will have nowhere to go.
Then why don't you ask your parents to take care of her? They are not working and they have plenty of time. Your mother raised you, and I'm sure she can take care of the baby.
But Mom and Dad are going on a New Year's trip to a resort island. I don't think they can take care of the baby. There are no other relatives we can rely on. I guess we'll have to take care of the baby. Please, just think about it. We're all here for each other in times of need. Let's help each other out.
It's too short notice for such a request. Anyway, I can't take care of a 1-month-old baby.
You're so cold.
If you're going to say that, why don't you take care of her?
I can't. I have a job.
I do too. I'm working tomorrow anyway.
Oh.
Aren't you forgetting that there are still a few days left?
Oh, shoot. I didn't think of that.
You really only think about your own convenience, don't you?
Then why don't you just take tomorrow off from work?
Huh?
If you tell your boss that you have to take care of your niece, I'm sure he will let you have a holiday.
Are you kidding me? I can't take time off at the end of the year when we're so damn busy. You made the promise, so you should deal with it on your own.
I can't take time off from work either. Can't you do something about it?
I can't.
But you're a woman, right?
So what?
It's easier for a woman to take time off work for childcare, isn't it?
Well, maybe if it's my kid. I'm not going to take time off for my niece.
May, You need to do something about that.
I will no longer deal with that. No more comments either.
Oh no, May.
Sis, there's something I want you to hear. Hello, May. You sound so desperate. Tom has made a terrible promise. He said, we'll take care of our niece for the New Year holiday starting tomorrow. What? You mean the baby that Tom's sister Sarah just gave birth to? She's just a month old or so, right? Why did he suddenly decide to take care of her?
It's really unbelievable. Sarah and her husband are going on a trip to Europe without the baby from tomorrow.
What? Leaving a 1-month-old behind and going on a trip by themselves?
That's right. Apparently, the reason is because they haven't gone on their honeymoon yet.
Doesn't she care about her own baby?
Well, she's a bit of a strange one. I've had a hard time with her ever since I married Tom, but I didn't expect she'd do such a crazy thing, forcing me to take care of her 1-month-old daughter. And Tom is so lenient with her. He promised to take care of her without consulting me. He said that I should do it because he had to work, forgetting that I still have a few days until the end of the work week.
You said no, didn't you?
Of course I did. It's too reckless to take care of a newborn baby when you have no experience in childcare. I firmly refused, but I don't know if he understood that. He seemed like he didn't give up. What should I do, Averill? If Sarah actually brings the baby tomorrow, I won't be able to go to work, and I won't be able to go to Mom and Dad's.
You're not home yet, May?
Yeah, I'm not home yet. I'm on my way home.
Maybe you should stay away from your home.
Huh? Why do you think so?
I wonder if Sarah will just take any measure to get what she wants anyway.
What do you mean?
Think about her personality.
Oh.
When you get home tonight, the baby might already be in the house.
Oh.
Sarah's the kind of person who doesn't feel comfortable if things don't go her way, right? I don't know if she thinks the same when it comes to her own baby. But I can't help but feel that they would just leave the baby when they have a chance and force you into a situation with no escape.
I see. She's probably assuming that I don't want to take care of the baby. So bringing the baby today, saying it's going to be tomorrow, taking advantage of a careless moment.
That kind of thing.
Oh no.
So, do you want to come over to my place?
Is that okay?
If there's even the slightest chance, you should take a look. Anyway, you should come over to our house as it is. You can tell Tom that you have something to discuss with me about going home for the New Year's holidays.
Thank you, Averill. I'll go over to your place now. May, answer the phone. You're done with work, aren't you? It's almost 8 p.m. Why aren't you home yet?
Sorry, Tom. I was just about to call you.
Where are you now?
I'm at Averill's.
Huh? Why are you at your sister's?
On my way home from work, she called and asked about our plans for New Year's. She offered to drive me to our parents' place, so we're discussing our trip.
You're still going to your parents' home?
Yes.
I told you to cancel the trip.
I told you before, it's my first time going home in 3 years. Mom and Dad are looking forward to it. I can't cancel now.
But, what about this?
This? What's this?
Hey, don't tell me. You already have Sarah's baby at our place, starting tonight, a day early. Well,
I knew it.
If you understand the situation, come home now.
I don't want to.
Huh?
I'm not coming home until after my holidays. You'll have to take care of the baby on your own. Do your best.
What? Stop being ridiculous and come home right now. You need to take care of the baby.
I can't, because I'm going back to my parents.
What? What are you talking about? You haven't finished work yet, haven't you?
I just called my boss and asked if I could work remotely. He approved it and told me to pick up my computer before I leave. So I'm going to the office from Avril's tomorrow and then heading to our hometown with her.
Oh, come on. You can't be serious. You don't want me to take care of the baby by myself. Families help each other out.
It's obvious you're trying to leave everything to me.
Huh?
Look, I don't know anything about childcare. If it were just for a short time with someone experienced, maybe I'd agree. It can be educational to a certain point. But I'm worried something might happen if an inexperienced person like me takes care of a baby. It would be a disaster. It'd be so much safer with someone experienced, don't you think? Taking on a baby in this situation would be irresponsible.
But if we don't take care of the baby, my sister and her husband won't be able to go to Europe. They're really looking forward to it. How sad would it be if their honeymoon was canceled? As her brother, I want my sister to go on her honeymoon. Please, do me a favor, May. Just this once. Anyway, just come home.
Do you think you can get away with it this one time? Knowing Sarah's personality, she'll just keep relying on us in the future.
Huh?
I'm refusing because I can see the trouble ahead if I give in now.
Oh no, May.
I'll never accept it no matter what. Sis, do you have a minute? You're out shopping with Mom, right? It's okay. We're just finishing up some errands and taking a break at a cafe. I've got some bad news from my neighbors. What's wrong? It seems like Tom has been bringing a woman to our place for a while now. What? Is he cheating on you? Yeah. Maybe he's making her take care of the baby. What the? When he ran into the neighbor, he introduced the woman as his sister. He said she's staying with him for the New Year's holidays with her daughter because her husband is away for work. But I had already told the neighbor about Sarah's trip to Europe and her plan to make me take care of her baby. So she knew he was lying and gave me the info. So Tom dug his own grave without realizing it. Right. The neighbor took pictures of the evidence and sent them to me. I think the woman is a colleague of Tom's from work. I guess she has experience with kids. If she's okay taking care of a 1-month-old baby, maybe she's married? Well, as far as I know, that coworker is supposed to be single. But according to the neighbors, the woman was nursing the baby very naturally. It's likely that she lives in an environment with small children around her. But that doesn't mean it's okay to bring her into our house, under the guise of taking care of the baby. You're right. Sarah and her husband are coming back next week, right? Yeah, that's what I heard. Then we need to do some urgent and quick evidence gathering before they return. Tom, it's already been 5 days since New Year's, and neither of us has wished each other a Happy New Year yet.
Yeah, right.
Happy New Year, Tom.
What do you mean, Happy New Year? You went home without consulting me.
I haven't heard from you at all since then. What happened to the baby you took care of?
What are you worried about now? You pushed me to take care of her and then ran away.
Sarah's the one who pushed us into it, isn't she? Well, is the baby safe? After all, she's my niece too. I care about her.
Don't worry about it. I've been taking care of the baby since then.
Huh? You were so desperate to get me to come home. So you were fine on your own?
Yeah, surprisingly, it was a piece of cake. She's only a month old, so she doesn't walk around. If she cries, I just feed her milk and change her diaper. And then she goes back to sleep.
Wow, that's quite a feat for someone who has never raised a child before. But are you really taking care of her by yourself?
Well, I don't have anyone else to rely on, so I guess I have no choice, right?
I was wondering if your parents canceled their trip to help you out. But it seems they didn't know that Sarah and her husband were in Europe.
I guess so. Sarah said she didn't want to worry them, so they just went without saying anything about their trip.
She was worried about her parents, but she was able to leave her own baby with an inexperienced person.
Shut up! Stop bad-mouthing my sister.
But what she's doing is a mess. Leaving a 1-month-old baby with someone without consulting them beforehand, and bringing her in a day earlier than expected. I don't think that's something a mother would do.
But I've made it this far without any problems. I'm happy with the way things turned out, right? I mean, you were being too cautious. She is such a cute baby. You freaked out and went home to your parents. It's too bad you didn't take the chance to learn how to take care of a child.
Is that so? Then who is this woman in the pictures I have?
The woman in the pictures?
Yes. They show a woman in her 30s going in and out of our house. You were taking care of the baby with her, weren't you?
What? What are you talking about? I don't know anything about that.
Oh, that's funny. I can tell the house in the pictures is definitely ours. Even the nameplate is in them. One of them shows her entering it with a disposable diaper in her arms. Another shows her holding the baby. And the other shows you and her having a nice chat. You two look like a couple who just had a baby.
What? Why the hell do you have those pictures?
They were provided by someone as eyewitness and photographic evidence. Isn't this woman Catherine Matthews from your company?
Huh?
She works in the same department. As I recall, she's as old as you, right?
You know Catherine?
She's the one who dropped you off at our place several times when you were drunk after company parties. I remember her well. Well, you were so drunk that you might not remember anything. Even back then, I had my doubts about the same woman being with you every time. I had no idea the relationship had grown so deep.
No, it's not like that. She just happened to know I was taking care of the baby all by myself and kindly offered a little help. That's all.
A little help, huh? You call it a little when she stays at our place for a while during the New Year's holidays and takes care of the baby day and night?
What?
It's disgusting that you took advantage of my going home to bring a woman into our home. This Catherine Matthews is the one who got divorced because of her affair and lost custody of her children to her ex-husband. That's what I heard. Surely, having parenting experience is better than having none. I'm really stunned. Of all people, you brought your cheating partner to take care of the baby.
No, she's not that kind of person. She's just so kind that she couldn't let me struggle, so she came to my rescue. Come on, stop doubting me. In the first place, I wouldn't have had to depend on her if you had come home.
You know what? We've already investigated everything.
Huh?
Tom, maybe you're trying to make her go home in a hurry now. It's useless, okay?
Huh.
We're all gathered outside the front door today to catch you in the act.
Who is all?
Why don't you look out your window? Your parents, my parents, and my sister are here.
What the?
And Catherine's parents too.
What?
Now you two are in the bedroom together, taking advantage of the baby sleeping soundly, aren't you?
Huh? Huh?
She's only a month old, so she probably spends more than half her day sleeping. It would be easy to make love.
Hold on. How do you know we're in the bedroom?
I was checking the inside of her house with hidden cameras.
Hidden cameras?
Oh my, you were so caught up in the affair that you didn't notice. There were cameras in both the bedroom and the living room.
Wait a minute. When did you install them?
About a week ago.
You were at your parents' house a week ago.
Actually, I went home once right after the cheating allegation came out, and I planted them while you were out for a walk with a baby.
How dare you?
Now, what are you going to do? Come outside peacefully or else…
Come on. If we go out now, we'll…
Oh, you're not giving up yet? Then we'll all step in now.
Oh no, seriously?
After that, I unlocked the door and we all raided the house. Tom and Catherine were hiding in the bedroom closet. Tom's father found them and dragged them out. On the morning of the day Sarah and her husband returned, I succeeded in catching my husband in the act. They were severely scolded by their parents for cheating while taking care of a baby. Shortly thereafter, Sarah and her husband appeared on the scene to pick up their daughter. Seeing all the family members gathered, they were so surprised. They were also scolded by their parents and ended up in tears. Their parents must have thought that they couldn't let their precious grandchild be raised by such irresponsible parents. So they decided to take the baby and raise her themselves. Sarah and her husband became infamous in the neighborhood and at work as irresponsible parents. They ended up losing their jobs and their house, and now they live a homeless life, which I think they deserved. I divorced Tom and demanded alimony from the cheating couple in one lump sum. They ended up in debt, and the rumor about their affair quickly spread throughout the company, making it impossible for them to stay employed. So they left their jobs. Now they live in a shabby old apartment and work part-time to pay off their debts. They seem to be living a hellish life.
Clara, sorry. I think I left your passport in the trash. Where are you now?
I'm on the bus, about to arrive at the airport.
Trash? That means you didn't forget it. You threw it away. You said you didn't want anyone to forget their passports. You said that you would take care of the passports for all of us, and that you would remember to bring them with you. Yes, I did say that, but if I forgot something, there's nothing I can do. Are you saying you only forgot my passport, and you left it in the trash? No matter how you look at it, you're harassing me. It doesn't matter what you think. You can't go to Mexico without your passport. Just go home and stay there. Your house is a mess anyway, isn't it? I wonder why Sebastian married a woman who can't even do the housework. I don't even know what you're good for. I'll just buy you a sombrero as a souvenir. Your house better be clean when we get back. I'll pass on the souvenir. I'm going home now, but be warned. You're gonna regret this later. I won't forgive you for what you did to me this time. Oh, I'm so scared. How can I have any regrets? I'm really looking forward to our trip to Mexico. Just family. I knew it was on purpose. What? What are you talking about? I've known for a while that you hate me. I also knew that you didn't want to take me on the trip. If that's the case, you shouldn't have bothered with these tricks from the start. Why didn't you just invite only your son? You really are an idiot. What if I do that and my son hates me? You are aware that you're doing something that will make him hate you, aren't you? You aren't very cute. That's why I hate you. It's fine if you don't like me. If I didn't have to deal with you annoying me all the time, I'd be more grateful if you just hated me. Oh, you're a pain in the neck. Oh well, I'll forget about you and enjoy my trip to Mexico. Why don't you go home and cry by yourself? I'm not going to waste any more time on you, okay? It's been a while since I've been to the airport, so I want to see everything. See you later.
Sebastian, you were right. I just got a call from your mother that she threw my passport in the trash. I was heading to the airport too, but I'm just going to go back home.
I knew she was up to something when she said she'd take care of all our passports. That's why you and I prepared this time. I didn't think she would really try to prevent you from going on the trip. And to throw it in the trash, even though she's my mother, she's pathetic. Clara, I'm really sorry about all this.
Don't worry about it. Now we can just go ahead with our plan. Your mother, I guess she didn't notice at all that I gave her an expired passport.
Yeah, Mom's hardly ever traveled abroad, and she's so excited about it, she didn't even check.
Well, even if I were her, I wouldn't have checked to see if it was expired. But Sebastian, are you sure about this?
Yeah, of course, I'm sure. This was my mom's last chance. Mom doesn't know anything about it, and she's just getting ready for the trip. She's floating around, you know? I really feel sorry for her.
Well, where are you now? Aren't you with your mother?
I'm alone at the airport cafe because I wanted to work for a bit. I was waiting to hear from you, but it would be a pain in the neck if she was around. Well, she seems to be walking around the airport all excited. I'm sure she's not worried about me.
I see. She also told me that she hasn't been to the airport in a while and wanted to look around.
How can she say that, after she left you behind and everything?
Well, that's enough. You only have a few more days with your mom. Have fun on your trip.
Thank you. Take care of my sister.
Yeah, I'll take care of her. We'll head to LA first and wait for you.
Yeah, I'll be on my way after the trip.
Take care.
Yeah, you take care too, Clara. Clara, Mexico was really great. It's so sad that you couldn't come to such a great place. We went to the beach in the morning and laid in the sun. The food was delicious, and I can't say enough about it. I feel a little bit sorry that I left your passport in the trash. But in the end, it turned out to be a great decision.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. What do you mean by a great decision?
Because you would have been in the way of a family vacation, wouldn't you? It had to be my husband, my son, and myself.
Well, with all due respect, if you say that you needed to be together as a family, why didn't you take Karen to Mexico?
Karen? There's no way I would have taken her. If Karen were there, it would have ruined our fun trip. She's just as much a stranger to me as you are.
You talk about your own daughter like that? Isn't she the one you went through the pain of giving birth to?
Yes, but it's her fault. Unlike Sebastian, she can't even study and she's a failure. I get irritated when she's around. Oh God, I was enjoying myself so much, and then you go and mention her name?
Why did you call me? If talking to me irritates you, then just don't contact me.
Huh? I thought you were lonely and sad. I contacted you, but what? That attitude.
I didn't ask you to do that. I'm busy, so if there isn't anything else...
Huh? You really are a cocky woman. I'm going to enjoy my trip without thinking about you. Clara, sorry about Mom's nasty text messages again.
Sebastian, did you see that?
Yes, she thinks being her son that I'm on her side. She said, Clara is saying this and that. I really can't believe it. And then she shows me the text.
That's right. I always knew she hated me, but I never thought she'd call Karen a stranger.
Yeah, I was surprised too. I guess because I'm the eldest, she's always been protective of me. I can't forgive her for treating Karen like that. I was also surprised she didn't invite her on the trip, but calling her a stranger? Obviously, our plan was the right thing to do.
Obviously.
How's Karen?
She's doing great. She arrived here yesterday and moved into our new house. It's a completely different city from Orange County, and the fancy streets and everything are so new to her. Besides, she didn't have a room at your parents' house, did she? So she's really happy to have her own room.
I know. No matter how many times I talked to my mom about it, she said that Karen didn't need her own room. My dad also said that she should have her own room because she's a teenage girl. But my mom would just say that her word was final. And yet Karen worked so hard at her studies. I think she's amazing.
I really think so too. Also, after you get here, you're getting Karen a smartphone, right? She's really looking forward to that. She's been saying, I can't wait for my big brother to get here.
Oh, really? I guess everyone in her class has a smartphone. I got one when I started high school too. Karen was the only one who didn't get one. I tried to buy her one, but my mom told me not to go behind her back. I want Karen to be able to live her life freely from now on.
Oh, I'm sure Karen will be fine. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm going to go out with Karen today. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff we need. I think the fastest way for her to get used to how things work around here is to get out and about.
That's a good idea. I'll be heading there in 2 days, so take care of Karen until then.
Gotcha. Good luck with your plan.
Don't worry about it. If I tell Mom it's work, she won't be able to say anything.
That's true. I'll pick you up at the airport the day after tomorrow.
Thanks. See you the day after tomorrow. Sebastian, you haven't finished work yet. You said you had some sudden work to do and asked us to go to the airport first. Your father and I already went through the boarding gate. We had such a great time on our trip. I want to go home together with you. If you come to the airport now, you can still make it. Sorry, Mom. Apparently, I have to submit some documents in 3 hours. I checked with some colleagues at the office back home, but they said they can't work it out without me. If I get on the plane, I won't make it in time. I'll catch a later flight. Oh, is it really so urgent? Are we done? If I don't get to work right now, I'm not gonna make it. Okay, good luck. I'll be waiting for you back home. Clara, it went well. I just got a call from my dad. He said he's getting on a plane with my mom. I think they should have taken off by now.
That's good.
I'm getting on a plane to LA in a few hours. It's about 4 hours from Mexico.
Yeah, it's tough with all the traveling, but I hope you get some sleep on the plane.
Thank you. To be honest, I'm tired of being pushed around by my mom's selfishness. I'll be happy to be alone in a small economy seat.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm going to send her a text now.
She's going to be so surprised she's going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, I can't get a signal, so I can't reach her. She'll probably contact you, so I'll need you to take care of it.
Yeah, leave it to me. You and I have already talked all of this out, so all that is left is to just do it. I'll let you know how she reacted when you get here.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to be rid of my mother now. I'll see you later. Clara, I just got home and looked at my cell phone. I got a message from Sebastian thanking me for everything. He said he's cutting me out of his life. I tried to call him right away, but I couldn't get through. I tried to send a text, but he didn't even read my message. What does he mean he's cutting me out of his life? You said something to my son, didn't you? He told me he had to work suddenly and that he couldn't fly with me. I never thought this would happen. Where is Sebastian now? Why can't I get in touch with him?
The reason you can't get in touch with him is because he's on a plane. Well, when he turns the phone back on, you will probably be blocked anyway.
What time is the flight arriving? I'll go pick up Sebastian and talk to him. There's no way he really means to insulate himself from me, so I'm sure he'll be fine after we talk.
Going to the airport is a waste of time.
Huh? Why?
Because Sebastian is on his way to LA, where we are. I think he will arrive soon, so I'm waiting for him at the airport right now.
Huh? Los Angeles? No way. And you were supposed to be back home alone, all lonely, weren't you? You tricked me.
I didn't trick you. If you hadn't told me that you threw my passport away that day, I was planning to go to Mexico with you. And you and Sebastian would have been okay. I was on my way to the airport with every intention to go to Mexico. When you told me you were planning to take care of my passport, I knew you might be up to something, and I discussed it with Sebastian. I gave you an expired passport.
No way, you're lying.
I'm not lying. Your constant harassment of me was not only bothering me, it was really troubling for Sebastian too. So we decided this time, if you didn't take me to Mexico with you, then we would cut off all ties with you.
Oh no, why are you in LA? And even Sebastian. What the hell is going on?
Sebastian and I have been transferred to Los Angeles.
What?
We knew that our company was going to focus on the branch office in the future, and we knew that we would be living somewhere else someday. We didn't expect it to be so soon, though. Of course, we would have liked to have you visit us if it hadn't happened this time. It was just the right opportunity, so we decided to cut ties with you.
Huh. I don't understand why you suddenly say that. I won't allow you to live in LA. You should come home now.
I don't want to. From the looks of it, you haven't even noticed yet. It's not just me and your son who are cutting ties with you.
Huh? Who else would it be?
I said earlier that we are in Los Angeles, but you still haven't noticed.
Huh?
Sebastian is not your only child, is he?
Huh? Karen? Well, I haven't seen her once since we came back. Don't tell me she's in LA. No. What could a brainless girl like her do in LA? She just went out with her friends and hasn't come back yet. Damn it, I'm her mother and I'm back. She's not even here to welcome me home. I'm not going to let her get away with this. Clara, did you really take Karen to LA? Why isn't any of her stuff here?
Karen's in LA with me with all her stuff.
Huh.
Poor Karen. She must have been living at home for 18 years, and she has only this much stuff. She's at an age where she likes to dress up, and you didn't think anything of it.
It's none of your business. Besides, she doesn't need cute clothes for such a poor girl.
You really don't know anything about her, do you? She's not the failure you think she is. She's excellent at what she does.
Karen's excellent? Don't make me laugh. That can't be true.
Karen wanted to go to college too, but you said that there was no way she'd pass the entrance exam. You wouldn't even let her take it.
I mean, it's a waste of money for a girl like her to take a college entrance exam.
I'll tell you something. Karen's SAT scores are higher than your beloved Sebastian's. Hers are higher. She's also especially very good at Spanish. She can even talk with native Spanish speakers from Central and South America that are here in LA.
Karen is good at Spanish? I had no idea.
Karen has always dreamed of using her language skills to work in the global world. When we told her that we were going to LA for a new job, she was very jealous. So we thought about having her go to a university in LA. We told her that if she lived with us, she wouldn't have to worry about housing either. She was so happy and studied hard every day. Her Spanish aptitude test score was good enough to get a scholarship at UCLA's Spanish department. She will be attending university in Los Angeles starting in September.
That girl? That's ridiculous.
From the looks of it, you don't even realize it. Your husband wants to get rid of you too.
Huh? My husband? That can't be true.
Did you two come home from the airport together?
Well, that's, he said he had to stop by somewhere for a while.
That's your answer?
What the hell does that mean? Where did my husband say he was going?
We didn't know where he was going either. He just said he wanted to start his life over, alone.
Alone? What about me?
He said that he was always disgusted by your unmanageable behavior toward Karen and me. In fact, even though he repeatedly warned you, instead of listening to him, you would just say that what you say is final. I think it's only natural that he'd be fed up with it, don't you?
I just tried to contact my husband, but I can't reach him.
I think he probably blocked you, didn't he? He said he wanted a lawyer to handle things between you for the divorce. That's what he said.
What? Divorce and a lawyer?
Isn't that what someone says when they want to cut all ties with their wife? I don't think you'll be hearing from Sebastian or I ever again. Please take care and goodbye.
Oh no, wait a minute.
My father-in-law contacted us and said he had divorced his wife. He moved out to the countryside. He now enjoys fishing and gardening. I was relieved to hear that he is finally enjoying his life in the countryside after all this time. We are planning to have him visit our house in Los Angeles in the near future. According to a story I heard from a relative who lives nearby, my mother-in-law, who had been a full-time housewife and had been living without any problems, was living off her savings. But she was about to run out of money, so she tried to ask some relatives for help. They knew how badly she had treated Karen and me. No one wanted to help her. She reluctantly started working at the local supermarket. She is hated by the neighbors. She is so inept at her work that everyone laughs at her and is sarcastic about it. Yet she can't afford to quit her job and is desperately working to make ends meet.
Janet, divorce me.
Huh?
I can't stand living like this anymore. If possible, let's divorce tomorrow. No, let's divorce today.
Wait a minute. What's going on? I don't get it at all. Divorce? You're kidding, right?
I'm serious.
Well, why are you suddenly wanting a divorce? Can't you just tell me why? Did I do something you don't like? I don't know where that's coming from.
All you do is work. You've been neglecting the house.
I don't think I've been neglecting.
That's what you think. You cut corners on food. You don't clean our house every day. You only do the laundry once a week. If you can't do the housework, why don't you just quit your job? That's no way to be a wife.
Wait a minute. We talked about this before we got married, right? I said I'd keep working after marriage. You agreed with me.
I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
It's only been 3 years since we got married. We are both working. We agreed to share the housework, but you said you weren't good at cooking or cleaning. I ended up doing all the housework, but I did my best to balance work and housework. I can't help but cut corners a little.
There's a limit to how much you can cut corners. You haven't even come home yet today.
I just left work. I'm going to stop by the supermarket and pick up some groceries.
I don't want to eat prepared food.
I'll cook. Besides, it's not like I serve prepared food every day. If you don't like prepared food, why don't you learn to cook?
Shut up. Anyway, I don't want to be married to you any longer because you're not a good wife.
What the hell is wrong with you? You've never said anything like that before.
I've been holding back. The truth is, I've been dissatisfied with you for a long time.
Yeah?
And you look down on me, don't you?
What do you mean?
Just because I'm still a regular employee, you're making fun of me for not being competent.
I'm not making fun of you.
I'm telling you, I'm not getting promoted because I'm incompetent. It's just that my boss doesn't have a good eye for people. You're lucky. You're a woman and you're a section chief. Your boss is an idiot. That's why even an incompetent woman like you got promoted.
I was just recognized for my hard work. Don't speak ill of my boss.
Then, can you go back to being a regular employee?
Huh?
If you're a wife, you should respect your husband. Either quit your job or go back to being a regular employee. You should earn less than I do.
Don't be crazy. If I quit my job in the first place, we wouldn't be able to make ends meet.
That's the point.
Huh?
You're saying we can't make ends meet on my salary, right? You're making fun of me because I don't make enough money.
I'm not making fun of you. It's normal for married couples to work nowadays. Why don't we both work and do the housework together?
You're not a very good listener, are you?
What?
You have no desire to devote yourself to your husband.
Then why did you allow me to continue working? If you don't want me to work that much, why didn't you tell me before we got married?
Don't make me tell you that. You should have figured it out and quit on your own.
Don't be so unreasonable. And like I said before, the reality is, I can't just quit my job. I've just been promoted. It's not right to ask the company to cut my salary.
Don't keep talking back to me. This doesn't work. I can't talk to a wife who gets paid more than her husband without thinking. I can't talk to you at all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And you're cheating on me.
Huh?
Stop fooling around.
Why are you suddenly... I'm not having an affair.
Bullshit. You're cheating on me right in front of me with no shame.
Huh?
You haven't let go of your computer or phone the whole time you've been at home. You're communicating with your lover, aren't you?
It's not like I'm on the computer 24/7. I use my computer and phone for work. I use them to communicate with people at work. I was doing research for a document.
Who knows? You know, you're in a hurry to deny it, and that's suspicious.
Do you really think I'm the kind of person who would do something like that?
You never know when people are going to do something like that.
I swear, I'm not cheating on you. I'll even show you my entire message history.
You can easily delete your history, right? That's dirty. You cheat on your husband while pretending to work.
Hey, Bob, you're acting weird. You've never been mean to me about my work before. Now you're suddenly telling me to quit my job and that I'm cheating on you? Maybe you're the one cheating on me?
Huh? You think I'm the kind of guy who would cheat on you?
Because you're suddenly saying you're divorcing me. I'm inclined to doubt you.
If you're going to doubt me, you must have proof, right?
I don't, but...
It's disgusting to doubt someone without any proof.
You're the one who doubted me without proof.
I knew it was the right decision to divorce you. I don't ever want to see your face again. I'm going to get the hell out of here.
Wait, Bob. Let's talk it over, okay? I'll be home soon.
There's nothing more to talk about.
What?
The divorce is final. I'll get the papers tomorrow.
Hey, Bob. Don't proceed one-sidedly. job.
Hey, Janet, have you gotten used to living alone yet?
Well, I lived alone when I was single, so I'm fine. You surprised me. I can't believe you really left.
Well, I'm glad you're a sensible woman. I thought you'd be more stubborn, but I'm glad you accepted the divorce so easily.
Because you have no intention of staying married to me. Clinging to you will only make me miserable.
I see. By the way, I called you today with some good news.
What?
I'm getting remarried.
Remarried?
Wow, I'm so popular. I will have gotten married 3 days after the divorce.
You're kidding.
It's true. Well, I'll have to do the formalities. I already moved in with her. I'm sorry I'm getting remarried so soon, huh?
I knew you were cheating on me. Since we got married, you were seeing her, weren't you?
I guess.
You're such a jerk.
What can I say? To be honest, you were a very important source of money for me. I can't just break up with you when I have nothing to support myself with.
You asked me to quit my job. You were relying on my income after all.
Thank God you totally got tricked.
So, how long have you been seeing your partner?
About 6 months. Unlike you, she's feminine and pretty. After all, she's 25 years old, 8 years younger than me.
She's so young.
We're planning to have a wedding soon. I bet she'll look so pretty in her wedding dress.
You've been talking about a lot of things without my knowledge.
What? Are you frustrated? Oh, you want me to show you a picture of her?
No thanks, I'm not interested.
Don't say that. You'd be surprised when you see it. Hey, isn't she so pretty?
Well...
Are you surprised to see how pretty she is?
Yeah.
Her name is Erica. Even her name is pretty. Don't be jealous. I mean, there's no way a 30-year-old woman can compete with a 25-year-old woman.
I'm not trying to compete with her.
And she's not just beautiful. Her family is very rich.
Huh.
Isn't that great? She's beautiful, she's rich, she's wealthy, and I've got the best wife ever.
I'm speechless.
What's the matter? She's so perfect you're speechless.
Well, yeah.
When I met Erica, I realized something. I was the one who was supposed to marry up in the first place.
Huh.
When I marry a woman like you who works hard and earns a lot of money, I feel miserable because I don't make enough money. If the person you're married to has money to begin with, there's no need to feel bad, right?
I've been made to feel so bad.
Erica is a goddess who gently wrapped me in her arms when I was losing confidence because you looked down on me.
I didn't mean to look down on you.
No, I lost my confidence because you made fun of me. It's your fault I didn't get ahead.
Oh, no.
But don't worry, I'm a kind man and I don't blame you anymore. On the contrary, I'm going to give you a little present.
A present?
I'll send you a wedding invitation.
Huh?
I'll invite you to our wedding.
I'll pass. Ex-wife can't go to the wedding.
It's okay. Erica has a lot of money. I'm sure she'll have plenty of guests. No one will even notice if you're there.
No, it's not about whether or not they'll notice. I don't want to go.
You don't have to say that. Weddings are a great way to meet people, right? If you're lucky, you might meet a good guy there. Well, I can't guarantee that a divorced and old lady like you will be taken seriously.
How far do you have to go to make fun of me?
It's hilarious, isn't it? The groom's ex-wife is desperately looking for a man at the wedding.
Give me a break. I'm not going to the wedding, so please don't send me an invitation.
Oh, come on. Don't be so angry. You're lonely, aren't you? I'll save you a seat. Just make sure you come.
I'm not going.
What's the matter with you? You're so disappointed that I beat you?
Huh?
You're so frustrated that I'm marrying a rich girl because you've always looked down on me.
I'm not frustrated.
But if you won't come to the wedding, it's like admitting defeat. I offered you a place to meet someone and you turned me down. I'm going to live a happy life with Erica. But you, a miserable woman who has nothing to do but work, you'll be alone and lonely for the rest of your life.
Do you really think you can be happy?
What?
I saw your wife's face and it made me laugh.
Huh?
Because I didn't think what Erica said was true.
Huh? You know Erica?
I know her well. She's my big sister.
Your sister? What do you mean?
I mean exactly what I said.
Bullshit. You're an only child. You never had a sister. When I visited your parents to tell them about us getting married, they never mentioned your sister.
Well, she's the daughter they disowned. It's natural that my parents don't talk about her.
Huh? Disowned?
About 3 years ago, at the company she worked for, my parents disowned her because she had an affair with her married boss. I haven't seen my sister since then.
Oh, an affair?
That's right. So there was no reason to introduce her to you. My parents didn't talk about her because they didn't want to.
Seriously?
My sister and I were never close to begin with. Even before she was disowned, we were rarely in touch. I was surprised when I got a message from her yesterday.
Erica contacted you?
Yes, she bragged about you a lot. She said she's getting married to an elite guy with a big salary. She was so excited that she was going to get married to an elite rich man. I can't believe she was talking about you.
No way.
My sister told me she met you at a blind date. You're single, you work for a big company, and you're the first one to get a promotion and you're so proud of it.
That's...
You're just an average guy at a small company. How could you lie like that?
Shut up. To get a girl like Erica. I thought I'd better just embellish my story.
Well, but you're not the only one who made up stories.
Huh?
It's a big lie that her family is rich.
What did you say?
She's my sister, you know. She has the same family background and wealth as me, right?
Oh.
She's just an ordinary person just like me. Or rather, less than average, since she was fired from her job for having an affair with her boss. She's only been working part-time, and after paying alimony to his wife, she's got no savings.
Seriously? The way she dressed, the way she talked, she looked like a rich lady.
To get you, the fake elite, she must have been acting like a wealthy woman.
Wait a minute. You said Erica's your big sister, right? Does that mean she's older than you?
Yes, she is. My sister is 35.
Huh. She's even older than me. She lied about being 25 too.
She's got a lot of guts to be 10 years older than me. Well, maybe it's because she has a baby face. She's still trying her best to look young.
What the hell is that?
You called me an old woman and made fun of me. But you chose my sister who is 2 years older than me. You like old ladies.
No, I don't. I prefer younger girls.
How dare you cheat on me with a 35-year-old?
Oh, damn. I was fooled by her looks. Well, I thought her makeup was a little thick. That was just to disguise her age.
Oh, I forgot to mention something important.
There's more?
My sister is married.
What?
She married the cheater I told you about, and they're not divorced.
You're kidding, right?
Well, if she's going to marry you, she's probably going to divorce him sooner or later.
That's crazy. She is marrying me. Why didn't she leave her husband first?
She wanted to keep him until she was sure she was going to marry you. I mean, you can't blame her. You were dating my sister while keeping me.
Ugh.
I'm sure my sister's husband will demand you alimony soon.
Alimony? There's no way I'm going to pay that. She tricked me.
It doesn't change the fact that you had an affair, and you tricked her too.
Yes, but...
Of course, I'm going to ask you and my sister alimony too.
Give me a break.
And I'm also going to ask you to pay me back for spending my savings without my permission.
You knew about this.
Of course I did. You're the only one who knows my PIN number. It looks like you've been withdrawing money from my account for the past 6 months. I'm sure you were just trying to look good and buy my sister some designer stuff. The money in that account is from my savings from when I was single. I'm going to ask for all of it back.
Oh no.
No, you can't say that you can't pay me back because you don't have the money. I'll ask you to pay it even if you have to borrow money.
Janet, can't we start over?
Huh?
I'll apologize for cheating on you, and I'll pay you back all the money.
It's too late to apologize now.
You don't want to be single forever either, do you? I'll help you with the housework this time. I won't complain about your work.
What are you talking about? You're already married to my sister.
I'm leaving, Erica.
Oh, you were so excited about your upcoming wedding. You're breaking up with her already?
I was deceived. If I'd known she was a married woman whose parents disowned her, I wouldn't have approached her in the first place.
It's your fault for believing her.
Janet.
Then I'll be contacting you through my lawyer from now on.
Janet, wait. I'm really sorry. Don't give up on me.
I then formally demanded alimony from Bob and my sister through my lawyer. The two were also charged alimony by my sister's husband. Since neither of them had any savings, they had to borrow money. Also, my sister was planning to be with Bob after divorcing her husband. However, when Bob found out who my sister really was, his feelings completely cooled down. Bob broke up with her. My angry sister started following Bob around. Their relationship has become increasingly bogged down. I have not been in contact with them at all, so I only know about them through rumors. Both Bob and my sister are working part-time jobs, in addition to their day jobs to pay their alimony and to make ends meet. They work every day without a break. They are both still in their 30s, but their heads are full of gray hairs, and they seem to have aged completely. My sister, who used to take pride in looking young, must be very depressed. She deserved it. As for me, since my divorce from Bob, I have been able to devote myself to my work more than ever. I plan to enjoy my single life for a while, but if I ever get married again, I would like to be with someone who understands my work this time.
Come on, folks. Your steaks are ready.
Wow, how luxurious. Thank you so much for doing this for us.
Huh? Luna, I think you must be mistaken. The steaks are for our family.
Well, then
You get the mac and cheese.
You're joking, right?
Why would I joke at a time like this? I made you dinner, so just be a good girl and come and eat it.
But...
What? What are you complaining about? I'm letting you, an outsider, share our table with us. What more do you need? Tell me,
We're going to be related, even if it's just mother and daughter-in-law. Then let me ask you something. Why is it that everyone else is having steak and I'm having macaroni and cheese? Are you working now? Do you have a job? Do you have an income? Well, I recently left my job to get married. I am unemployed now. What does that have to do with anything? It means that if you don't work, you don't eat. Huh? What are you surprised about? It's only natural for an adult, isn't it? If you were working and bringing home a paycheck, I would have given you a steak. Just be happy you got the mac and cheese. You're going to be Phil's wife. Oh no. I quit my job because Phil told me I had to if I wanted to marry him. Well, you talk as if it's our son's fault. You're the one who made the decision to quit, didn't you? That's true. That doesn't make this right. I'd rather go home than eat something different than everyone else. Oh my, the water's boiling, but you don't want to eat? That's too bad. I'm going home. Is that so? Then hurry on now. We have to eat dinner before the steaks get cold. Okay, bye. Luna, why did you leave? Phil, I wasn't sure if I could get along with your mother. What? What happened while I was at work? You weren't here when I got home, and Mom's already in bed, so I don't get it. I'm sorry. I was going to wait until you got home from work, but I just couldn't. Couldn't? What's going on with you and Mom? The thing is, your mother made dinner. Yeah, my sister said it was steak today. What about it? It was steak for everyone but me. I was the only one who got mac and cheese. Huh? So that's how it is. She said if you don't work, you don't eat. And it's true, I'm unemployed. But the only reason I quit my job is because you told me if I wanted to get married, I had to. Well, that's true, but... What? Are you taking your mother's side? Are you saying I'm wrong? I'm not taking anyone's side, but Mom was bullied by her mother-in-law, my grandma, so maybe she's just doing the same thing. I'm sorry that happened, but that means I'm going to be bullied too? I don't know. I don't know about that. So, do you not want to get married to me now? I like you, Phil, and I want to marry you. But to be honest, I don't know if I can get along with your mother. Oh, I see. You're okay with marriage? What are you saying? Come on. You're the one who doesn't want to get married to me. No way. What are you talking about? I'm going to have a talk with my mother. Don't worry about it. Yes, please. I want to make things work with my mother-in-law. Okay, I understand. Hello, Luna. Is something wrong? No. I think I made you uncomfortable the other night with dinner, and Phil scolded me. Oh, about that? I'm already over that. Even if you say so, it doesn't make me feel any better. So, I'm not trying to clear my name, but would you like to have lunch with me tomorrow? What? Tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow. The rest of the family will be out of town on business, so it'll be just the two of us, and we can have a nice leisurely lunch. No one else will be home? If it's not too much trouble for you. Yes, good. Well, I wonder if I could have you come over tomorrow at 11 a.m. We can talk about all kinds of things. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Does Phil know about this? No, I haven't told him. And could you please not mention it to him? Huh? Why? I'll tell you about it tomorrow. It's a bit complicated. I'm sorry. Oh, I understand. Well, I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. I'll be waiting. Luna, are you okay? I still can't believe it. I'm sorry I had to tell you all that awful stuff. But I couldn't stand by and watch a nice young lady like you go through even more pain. If what you just told me is true, I can't go on marrying Phil. Yes, I'm sure you couldn't. My son really is an idiot. Mom, let's calm down. Thank you. You really are a wonderful young lady to be so kind to me like this. No, I just need to get my head straight for once. Right. Like I said before, Phil is thinking of leaving you and marrying another woman. No matter how many times I hear that, it's still a shock. I'm sorry, but it's the truth, and you have to accept it. I know it's hard. Yes, I know that. So he wanted you to be mean to me so I would call off the wedding on my own? Yes, that's right. He's been telling me to be hard on you. Even though you were coming over, he made up some excuse about work and stayed away. The more I hear about him, the worse he sounds. Phil said that you pressured him into marriage, so I thought you were some kind of terrible woman. But when I met you, I was surprised to find out you're a very nice young lady. I can't believe he said that about me. I know it's all my son's fault. You're not such a bad person. I could see that when I met you. Thank you. And I'm sorry about this steak. I'm ashamed that's the only thing I could think of. No, Phil told me. He said your mother-in-law used to bully you. I'm sure it must have been hard on you too. Luna, even though he's my son, I'm going to help you get back at Phil. What? Are you sure? Of course I am. I want to do something to make him regret not marrying you. Thanks for the support. Once that's decided, we'll have to make a plan. Will we see each other again soon? Of course. I'm always available, so please contact me. Okay, let's go for it. Luna, I want to talk to you about tomorrow. Are you still awake? Yeah, I'm still awake. I'm going to make another visit to your house tomorrow as planned. Are you sure you're okay? About what? Oh, you know, about how you were crying about how mean Mom was the other day. The other day? Yeah, that time with the steak. I don't care one bit about that anymore. You don't? Well, if you're not that worried about it, but you don't have to do anything you don't want to. What are you talking about? I'm going to be a member of your family. When I think about all the things that I'll have to deal with in the future, I can't cry and whimper about something like that. You've grown so strong. Well, I'll be with you tomorrow, so if something happens, I'll be there to help you out. You don't have to do anything you don't want to either. What are you talking about? You're much more important to me than Mom. I'm glad. I believe you when you say that. Anyway, I haven't told Mom about the job yet, so don't say anything. You're kidding. You haven't told her yet? That you're looking for a job? I missed the chance to do it before, and now we're busy with the engagement and everything. But you're asking me to go along with you, not telling her something as important as that? You know, I can't tell her. I can't tell her that I was fired from my last job for bad performance. I know that's hard to say, and I'm sure your mother will understand. She's a kind person. What do you mean? What are you saying about my mother being kind? Did you forget about all the mean stuff she did to you? That's true, but she's kind to you and your family, right? That's what I meant. Yeah, well, but I don't want to disappoint my mom, so I'm not going to say anything. You keep your mouth shut too. Don't talk about anything that'll make things worse. Okay, fine. Hey, Luna, what the hell do you think you're doing? What are you mad at me for? I can't let this go. Why did you tell Mom I was unemployed? I was the only one with mac and cheese again. So I was just joking when I told you should have mac and cheese too. Your mother must have overheard me. I didn't mean to tell her. I'm sorry.
Now Mom's giving me the cold shoulder, and I'm going to be living the mac and cheese life from tomorrow on. What are you going to do about it?
Well, no work, no food, right? Then why don't you just get a job?
What's the matter with you? Don't talk like that. I'm looking for a job so that I can marry you. I want to work for a good company so that I can make better money than before. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Don't talk to me like I'm doing nothing. I'm not like you.
You don't have to talk to me like that. I didn't quit my job because I wanted to. I quit my job because you told me to. And I didn't quit my job just to have an easy life.
I didn't ask you to do that. If you were so against it, you should have just stayed with the company.
Huh? What are you talking about? You said if I wanted to get married, then I had to quit my job.
I did tell you to quit your current job. But why don't you just go work at another place? Don't blame others for not working.
Huh? What do you mean? Are you saying that I should work, but that I shouldn't have worked at the other place? I don't understand what you're saying at all. Was something wrong with my previous workplace?
Huh? No. It's not like that, but you know how far your work was from home, right?
Well, when we got married, I was going to live at your place, but I didn't really mind the longer commute.
And you said you didn't like your boss at work.
That's true, but who doesn't have that problem when they're working? Don't tell me that's the only reason you wanted me to quit.
You say that's the only reason, but for me, I couldn't stand by and watch my fiancé go through a tough time. You have to understand how I feel.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, good then.
Good morning, Luna. I'm sorry I showed my dark side last night. No, I'm sorry too for keeping Phil's secret from you.
It's okay. He asked you to keep quiet anyway, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I'm sorry I didn't tell you.
But, I also wanted to apologize for serving mac and cheese to you again. So can we call it even?
Yes, of course. But yesterday, I knew from the start and I enjoyed my mac and cheese.
Really? That's good. I'll treat you to something really good next time. So please forgive me this time around.
I look forward to it.
So, is it true that you quit your job because Phil told you to? I couldn't ask you much yesterday, so I was curious.
Yeah, about that, it's true. Phil said he felt sorry for me having to commute so far. He didn't want to put me through that. He also said that I had a boss I didn't like, and I shouldn't have to work so hard. That's his recent one.
That's the reason?
That's right. I thought it was because he didn't want his wife to work. But when I asked him, he said that wasn't the case. He's not against me working.
What? What do you mean? You mean he doesn't mind you working?
Yes, that's right. It's okay to work at another place, as long as it's not that place.
Hey, Luna, you said you worked for a real estate agency.
Yes, I did. It's a little far from here, but did you know that?
I told you that Phil wants to marry a woman other than you.
Yes, I remember. What about it?
Actually, it seems that the other woman works for the same real estate agency.
What? What the hell is going on?
Well, Phil didn't give me any details, but he said that both women work for a real estate agent in the same area. So I didn't think it was possible.
I can't believe it. That means he's having an affair with my coworker.
That's what it means. I'm so ashamed as a parent.
What am I going to do now?
That boy is planning to bring the other woman home soon.
What? That's unforgivable, even though he has me?
That's right. I don't know what he's thinking, so I'll do something about it then.
I appreciate your concern, but please don't do anything that could hurt your relationship.
You're worried about me? But it's okay. I can't put up with this anymore. I'm gonna tell him straight out.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch. Hey, Luna, what the hell are you doing?
What is it? You seem angry. Did I do something? I haven't seen you recently.
Don't play dumb with me. You're the one who said something to my mom to get her to do it.
So what the hell are you talking about? What's wrong with your mother?
Don't be ridiculous. I didn't tell her to, but she was bullying Crystal. I told her to be hard on you, but I never told her to do the same to Crystal.
Hey, wait. What have you been talking about all this time? Who's Crystal?
Huh? I thought you knew her. That's why you've been avoiding me on your own lately, right? All I had to do was wait for you to break up with me.
What are you talking about? I'm going to break up with you?
Oh man, you really didn't know anything, did you?
Wait, what do you mean? Who's Crystal? You're not having an affair, are you?
Since I've told you this much, there's no point in hiding it. Yes.
You're having an affair?
It's not cheating. It's more like she's my true love.
That's terrible. What's wrong with me?
Well, Crystal's family is rich, and if we get married, I'll get her parents' inheritance in the future.
What? You mean you're after money? You're such an awful person.
Well, at first, I was just after her money, but now I want to be with her because I like her. So, I'm sorry, but I want to break up with you. I want you to call off the engagement.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Really?
I don't want to marry a guy who cheats like you do.
Don't talk like that. I've found true love.
I'm sorry. Well, I'll make sure you get what you deserve.
What? What do you mean, deserve? I don't know, but I'm glad you're leaving me. Well, I hope things work out for you next time.
Oh, get lost. Hello. I'm sorry it's so late at night.
Luna, Phil didn't give you a hard time, did he? Were you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry you had a hard time. I haven't heard the details, but I heard you were hard on that woman, Crystal.
I'm fine. She was kind of an annoying woman, and Phil's attitude pissed me off.
I see, so that's what happened. I just called off my engagement to Phil, too.
I'm sorry you had to go through that, but leave it to my friend to take care of things from here on out.
I didn't expect to be able to claim compensation for breaking off the engagement, so I'm glad you told me about it.
I'm glad my friend is a lawyer. I'll consult with him about it.
Thank you so much. By the way, that woman, Crystal, is she a tall person, over 30 by any chance?
Yes, she is. She said she's quite older than you, but she seems to be a very competitive person with a good work ethic. She's a former colleague of yours, isn't she?
One person who comes to mind is a boss I had a hard time with. I'm pretty sure her first name was Crystal, so I'm thinking that must be her.
Did something bad happen?
It was nothing at first, but at some point, she started being cold to just me. It escalated day by day, and in the end, it was like she was bullying me.
Well, it's a good thing you quit that kind of workplace. I'm sorry you had to go through that.
To think that now I find out why I was being bullied.
Phil knew and didn't say anything, I'm sure. What a man. I made a mistake raising him.
It's not your fault. It's Phil's fault.
I wonder if there's anything we can do to stop that woman from becoming his wife.
Oh, yeah. Phil said that Crystal's family is rich, and he's counting on her inheritance.
What's with that boy? He said such a shallow thing.
Yeah, someone at work said that Crystal's parents lost a lot of money in the stock market, and that their fortune was completely wiped out.
What? Then the part about being rich?
That must have been before. I don't think they are particularly wealthy now. I think they sold their house.
I wonder if Phil knows about that.
He might not. I wonder what would happen if he knew.
I heard he's inviting Crystal over again soon, so I'll ask him.
He said he's not in it for the money now, but I wonder what would happen.
I'll keep you posted.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it.
Luna, listen, I'm sorry. I want to start over with you again. Just give me another chance.
Oh, come on.
You were all I had. I finally woke up.
I'm sorry, but it's too late.
It's not too late. We weren't married yet. Let's get engaged again and start over.
What happened to your true love?
Damn, it wasn't true. I couldn't forget about you.
It was because Crystal wasn't rich, wasn't it?
What are you talking about? That's not what this is about.
It's because Crystal isn't rich. She's just an older woman, right? That's why you quit the marriage and want to get back together with me, isn't it? And by the way, you found out about my family, didn't you?
What are you talking about? I love everything about you. Please forgive me. What do you mean about your family? I really don't know about that.
I won't start over with you now, no matter what you say. My parents, they run a resort up north. Didn't I tell you?
I never heard about that. All you ever said was they have a home in the north.
Oh, I remember. My parents' resort was recently visited by a famous YouTube star who came to stay there and promoted it as a nice retro place to stay.
Oh, I see.
And you know, the reservations are flooding in, and there won't be any vacancies for the next year or so.
That's great.
Yeah. And since my engagement is over and I don't have plans anymore, I've been asked to come back home to help out at the resort.
What? You're going home, Luna?
That's right. And I'm thinking of taking over the business eventually. The number of customers has been decreasing recently, and there was talk of closing the business. So I want to continue if I can.
I'll go with you.
What? What are you talking about?
So, marry me and take over the resort.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you, didn't I?
What? What is it?
I'm dating someone for marriage. We've only just started dating, but I think things will work out this time.
Huh? Who the hell is that? Who is it? What am I supposed to do?
He's that YouTube guy I was telling you about. I've been talking to him about the resort, and we've become friends.
Damn it. How did this happen?
Oh yeah, I have to tell you something.
Huh? To me? What?
I've been very hurt by this breakup of our engagement. I'm going to file for damages for the emotional distress you caused, so get ready for that.
Huh?
Well then, that's that. Goodbye.
Huh? Hey, don't be like that.
I went back to my parents' house to take over the resort with my YouTuber boyfriend. He's been promoting the charms of country life on his channel, and the town is coming alive with more and more immigrants and tourists. My mother-in-law also came to the resort with Phil's family, and we continue to have a very good relationship. But I haven't had any contact with Phil since then, as I was told by my lawyer not to contact him. My mother-in-law says that he's been drinking and moping around every day, and it's unclear whether he feels any remorse or not. It seems that he's going to be sent to live and work at a relative's factory in the near future. It seems to be a very tough job, and he's not happy about it at all. I want him to work hard and compensate me. Crystal quit her job because she couldn't stay there after her coworkers found out that she stole her coworker's man. My ex-colleague says that maybe she lost her motivation after quitting her job, Or maybe she has aged completely. I'm busy every day, but thanks to the beauty baths at the resort spa, my skin is glowing, and I have a reputation as a beautiful young proprietress. Nikki, I just heard from Mom that you're getting married. Is it true? Why didn't you tell me? We're sisters. How could you keep it a secret? Hello? Mom told you that? How did that happen? Didn't they disown you? Well, it's all your fault. You made a big fuss about me stealing your ex-husband. Since then, Dad said he was going to cut ties with me. But in the end, Mom forgave me. Really? Of course. Unlike you, I'm her biological daughter. She loves me more. How could you act like that? Don't you feel bad for what you did? First of all, I will never forgive you. Oh, come on. It's been 5 years already. Are you still holding a grudge? You're so immature. I will never forgive you for what you did, no matter how many years pass. Your attitude shows that you're not sorry at all. I do feel sorry, okay? But you're happy now, right? By the way, how old are you now? I will be 50 next month. Oh, wow! Congratulations! It's a miracle that you're getting married again at your age. You don't have to congratulate me. Please, leave me alone. Stop being cold. Of course I want to congratulate you. You're my precious sister, after all. Oh, really? Then why did you steal my ex-husband before? Ugh. Are we still talking about that ancient thing? Move on already. I've always hated how you drag up the past. You never change. Say whatever you want. I don't care. So, are you having a wedding? Of course. We just finalized the venue. We had a family dinner with both my parents and my fiancé's family yesterday. It was wonderful to see how well both sets of parents got along. Oh, really? I wanted to see your fiancé. Why didn't you invite me? Seriously? Why do you think I would introduce my fiancé to a homewrecker? Besides, my family disowned you. I mentioned earlier that Mom forgave me, right? We're on good terms now. You know, blood is thicker than water. Since you're Mom's stepdaughter, she doesn't love you as much as she loves me. Mom even said, it's hard for her to see you as a daughter because you're close to her age. She sees me as her only daughter. It's just how it is. That's how she feels about me. I didn't know that. Oh, my poor sister, but that's the truth. Well, I'm planning to move away after I get married. I probably won't see her much either. If that's how she feels about me, then it's sad, but I will accept it. You don't have to act so tough. Just because you're marrying a CEO, you're acting all high and mighty. Do you think you're better than me now? What? Your fiancé is 10 years younger than you, right? What kind of trick did you use to get that kind of man? We just met through work. I feel sorry for your fiancé, to be honest. He deserves so much better. Marrying someone like you, an old lady, seems like he's wasting his life. Excuse me? It's true, isn't it? Don't you think he's perfect for me? Hey, introduce me to him. Are you thinking about stealing my man again? Oh, come on. I was just joking. He'll be part of our family, so it's only natural that I want to meet him, right? Whatever you're thinking, please stop. I don't trust any word you say. I will never introduce my fiancé to you. What? Why not? I just want to say hello. No. Are we done? I'm busy. Goodbye. Hey, Nikki! Hi, Nikki. How are you doing? I have big news for you. I'm not interested to hear it. Here you go again. You're so boring. It's big news related to you. Oh, really? Then what is it? See? You are interested after all. Well then, I'll tell you. I stole your man again. What? No way that's true. Your fiancé is the CEO, right? He's 40 years old and his name is Rob, right? Yes, but... He's so handsome. I was so surprised. Where on earth did you meet him? I know he worked at the same company as you, so I waited for him in front of the office. Mom told me what Rob looked like, so I recognized him right away. He's even more handsome than I imagined. I pretended to be his old friend, and he believed me. I got his contact number and invited him to dinner right away. Guess what? He fell in love with me just like that. Now he loves me more than anything. By the way, I'm with him right now at a luxury hotel. Really? Are you jealous? Of course you are, right? Rob told me everything about you. What? I heard that you're the head of the department now. I had no idea you've climbed up the ladder so much. I can't believe you became a department head and found this perfect guy at the same time. Seriously? You don't deserve any of this. How did you manage to get him to marry you? We just fell in love, okay? He proposed to me saying he wanted to spend his life with me. How sweet! But I'm sorry. I guess that was a lie. He said he's breaking off the engagement. It makes me jealous that you two are working at the same company. Maybe I should ask him to fire you. What? You can't do that. Also, you seem to be misunderstanding something. I'm with my fiancé right now, so there's no way he's in a hotel with you. What? Stop lying. I'm with Rob right now. He said he's going to marry me, not you. I don't blame you for not accepting the fact that I stole your man again. But you have to accept the reality. You're almost 50 years old. You should have chosen someone more suitable for you. He's too good for you, okay? An old hag becoming the CEO's wife? That's ridiculous. I really think you are misunderstanding something. I told you, my fiancé is right beside me. We are going to have the wedding as we planned. Of course, I won't invite you, so goodbye. I feel sorry for you. I guess you still can't accept the reality. Well, have fun being delusional about your wedding that will never happen. Nikki? Mom told me you're having a wedding today. Is that true? What the hell is going on? Dad got invited while Mom and I weren't even invited? Mom was furious with you. She said, "You're such an ungrateful daughter." But Mom doesn't consider me as her daughter, right? So I've decided not to invite her, because I don't see her as my mother anymore. Are you serious? She's still your mother after all. I can't believe you. Anyway, Rob broke off the engagement, right? Are you still being delusional about your wedding? No, he didn't. And I am not being delusional. Then, what are you talking about? Rob is still with me right now. How on earth are you going to have a wedding? Maybe you should go see a psychiatrist. Hey, are you reading this? Reply to me. Aren't you the one being delusional? Huh? What do you mean? You got dumped by Rob, didn't you? Why are you still talking about the wedding? Listen, you are misunderstanding something. I'm at the venue and so is Rob. He never broke off the engagement, and we're about to get married. Huh? Are you out of your mind? I already told you, Rob is with me. Are you hallucinating or something? It seems like you can't accept reality still. Let me make it clear. Rob dumped you. He's now in love with me and has no intention of marrying you. Got it? It's time to wake up to reality. How could an old lady like you marry a CEO? Rob says he prefers a young, beautiful lady like me over you. Do you think that man is my fiancé? What? Let me ask you a question. Do you know Rob's full name? Of course. It's Robin Miller, right? What about it? I knew it. What do you mean? My fiancé's name is Robert Miller. What? Robin is my fiancé's twin brother. What? You're kidding, right? Nope. No way. Twins? He said he's the president of the company. Robin was supposed to be the next president of the company, but he got caught embezzling company money. What? Embezzlement? So his father, the then president, fired and severed the relationship between father and son. As a result, he wasn't able to become the president. You're lying! It's not a lie. After that, naturally his brother, who is my husband, was appointed as the next president. At first, he wasn't sure what to do, but he eventually decided to take over the company. He quit the company that he was working for at that time and studied management from scratch. He struggled at first, but never gave up. As a manager, I had a lot of opportunities to work with him. I supported him through tough times, and that's how we grew closer and eventually started dating. Then, why did Robin come out of your office? He just can't seem to accept the reality of being fired. He keeps trying to show up at the office, pretending to be his brother. But security knows all that happened and is aware of his plan. He was immediately caught that day and kicked out of the office. Really? I thought he was the CEO because he was at home during the day and thought he had a lot of free time. So what job does Robin have now? What? Is that what you believe a CEO does? CEOs are usually busy with company matters, not sitting around at home. Robin is probably unemployed now. His embezzlement is well known in the industry. It seems he couldn't find a job no matter how hard he tried. Now he seems to be enjoying his unemployed life. What? I married an unemployed man? What? You married him already? Yes, I did. I thought he was your fiancé. Oh my God, I've already registered our marriage. I just wanted him to be mine as soon as possible. That's why I rushed through all the processes. Are you serious? Oh God. Why do you have to rush such an important thing for such a stupid reason? Let me tell you more. Embezzlement wasn't the only reason he was disowned. Huh? You're kidding, right? There's still more? Robin has been involved in numerous scandals with multiple women. What? You mean before he met me, right? He told me he's deeply in love with me. I'm not sure about that. My husband says nobody can change him. Oh no! I heard that all the embezzled money was spent on women. He also used his father's credit cards without permission. No wonder he was disowned, right? He got fired from the company after he met me, right? He bought me designer bags and expensive jewelry. So, I don't believe any story that you said. He was appointed as the next president first. I believe he could easily find a new job if he had so much potential. Well, I don't know the full story and how he's doing now. But knowing him, maybe he's gotten into debt somewhere. I think his pride made him want to look good in front of you. No way! I married an unemployed man with debts? You said earlier that you wanted him to be yours as soon as possible and rushed into marriage. Maybe he felt the same way? I think he wanted to marry you as soon as possible, before you found out everything. Oh my God! The only reason I decided to marry him was that I thought he was the CEO and your fiancé. I don't need an unemployed man. But you're already married, right? Why not support him? Who knows? Maybe he'll find a decent job. You two should help each other since you are a married couple now. I don't want to do that, no! I want to live a comfortable life. Why should I support a lazy, unemployed man? That's right. I've got an idea. Why don't we trade husbands? You're kidding, right? Do you think I would agree with that stupid idea? Are we done? I'm busy preparing for the ceremony. I can't deal with you anymore. Wait, where's the wedding venue? Let me attend your wedding. This time, I will steal your real fiancé. I might still have a chance to marry the CEO. I'm not going to tell you. Even if I did, I don't think you'll make it to the wedding in time. Wherever it is, I'll do my best to make it. Just tell me. I'm having a wedding in Paris. What? You're kidding, right? Oh my God. I always had a dream of having a wedding in Paris. Not just that. Remember I mentioned I'm moving after getting married? Well, our company's headquarters are in Paris, and Robert's father has decided to focus more on business in Paris. So Robert will be working here from now on. Of course, I'm coming with him. We've already bought a new house to start our new life. You are moving to Paris? By the way, Dad is coming with us. Why only Dad? What about Mom? I only invited Dad to the wedding. Besides, Dad's had enough of Mom. After what you did to me, Mom forgave you so easily and always favors you. Dad couldn't forgive her for always choosing you just because you're her biological daughter. But that's not all. Dad's fed up with Mom's bad drinking habit. He wanted to take a break with her, so I offered him to stay with us for a while. I don't think I'll ever see Mom again. And you, of course. Oh no! So, there's no way you can come to my wedding. This is the last message from me because I'm blocking you now. Good luck with your life, Christina. What? Don't block me! You're living your luxurious life in Paris? Meanwhile, I'm stuck with an unemployed man? It's so unfair! I deserve to be in that position more than anyone. Take me to Paris too! I want to live in Paris instead of with this useless man. Please? Reply to me. Please? We had a very romantic wedding in Paris. It was the happiest day of my life. I never imagined remarrying at 50 and having another wedding. But here I am, blessed by my loving father, relatives, and friends. I am truly happy. After a few months, my father decided to divorce my mom. Freed from the stressful life with her, he looks stress-free and much younger now. According to the rumors, Robin got fired from his new job and was completely disowned by his family. He's been unemployed ever since, reportedly living off his girlfriend's support. Moreover, he was reportedly having affairs with 2 married women, leading to another scandal. Christina was heartbroken and asked for a divorce, but Robin promised to change and love her forever. They are still married to this day. Mom also turned to her for financial assistance. adding to her responsibilities of supporting both her husband and mother. She's been tirelessly working multiple part-time jobs from morning till late at night, striving desperately to make ends meet. A relative who happened to see Christina was surprised, mentioning that she looked like she was in her mid-40s, despite still being in her early 30s. I guess it's her karma. Well, I wish her all the best.
What the hell? I was excited when Jeff mentioned he was bringing his wife over. But then, it turns out his partner is you, a divorced 45-year-old hag. What a disappointment.
Excuse me? It's true that I'm 45, but Jeff is 39 years old and close to my age. So calling me a hag is just too much.
How dare you talk back to me? That's probably why you got divorced.
What are you trying to say?
You probably got dumped by your ex-husband. It's such a shame that you're a divorced woman. Shame on you.
He didn't dump me. He passed away from cancer, so I'm widowed.
Oh, really? Maybe you poisoned him with something causing his cancer. I can imagine you doing that.
I would never do such a thing. That's going too far, Betty.
Shut up. I don't approve of this marriage. Seriously, it's extremely rude to get married without even meeting me. Since you are a dumb old hag, you have no common sense. You thought you couldn't marry my son except this way, right?
Well, that's partly true. I heard that you wanted Jeff to marry a woman younger than him. I knew you never approved of me. So I talked to Jeff about it, and we decided to register our marriage first.
Oh, please, stop lying. Jeff wouldn't lie or betray me like this. You probably threatened or forced Jeff into marrying you. This marriage is invalid. You should divorce him immediately.
But listen to me, Betty.
Why should I listen to you? Shut up. If you are 45 years old, you can't have children anymore. Oh, my poor son. He won't even be able to be a father. You know Jeff loves kids. Our family has always been blessed with children for generations.
I see.
And you ruined that. My family has been cursed. It's all because of you.
Let me make something clear. Jeff and I have had discussions about our future. And it's true. He used to dream of having a big family when he was younger. I heard you were too overprotective of your son. That's why his past relationships didn't work out. He even mentioned feeling relieved when you moved to the nursing home, as he could finally focus on himself. Now Jeff is already 39 years old, and if we were to have a child, by the time that child reaches their 20s, both Jeff and I would be in our 60s. We both agree that we don't want to burden our future child with taking care of us in our old age. So we've decided not to have children.
Jeff wouldn't say such a thing. I was overprotective. What? I was trying to help him find the perfect woman.
I heard you caused Jeff's breakup with his ex-girlfriend.
That's because the woman he was dating came from a poor family, and she was in her 30s. Healthy kids usually come from women in their 20s. A poor woman wouldn't be a good fit for him. Plus, a wife should be a homemaker. And yet, you're still working full-time, right?
Yes, I telework.
What's that? Are you intentionally using complicated words with me?
No, I'm not. I work from home.
See? That's why you failed as a wife.
What do you mean?
Working from home is just like doing some side job, right? You must be earning nothing with that kind of job and not doing your housework. Yet, you sound like you work full-time. You got dumped before, yet you're so full of yourself.
It seems nothing I say will convince you anymore. Jeff wasn't happy with your attitude like that, Betty. That's why we kept our relationship secret and registered our marriage first. I was hoping you'd welcome me as a new family member. But if you keep acting this way, we'll have to keep our distance, and we won't be reaching out to you anymore.
What's with the disrespect? Who do you think you are? Listen, I don't approve of your marriage with my son. Just get divorced already.
Jeff and I are happy together. Divorce is not an option.
How dare you talk back to me like that? You may get along with my son, but you certainly don't with me. Jeff should marry a younger woman. Just hurry up and get a divorce.
I'm not getting a divorce. I'll say goodbye for now. Take care. Betty, I received a call from the caregiver at the nursing home. It seems you've been causing trouble for others.
What? That's not true.
You persistently pursued an 80-year-old man to buy you a bag, right?
That old man has a lot of money, so he's a good sucker.
Please stop. It's causing trouble.
You have no right to say that.
I heard you've been ordering food delivery because you find the meals tasteless.
Well, I'm a gourmet. I can't stand that elderly food. It's a nursing home that Jeff arranged for me because he worried about leaving me alone. The other services are fine, but I can't stand the meals.
Please stop charging the food delivery bill to your room next door.
She's a wealthy old lady. She loves treating me.
And there's more. You're selling herbal tea to various people, right?
Yeah, I just have a bunch of herbal tea. Too much for me. I'm selling it for $20 per pack. It's just a little pocket money for me.
You've been scolded by the caregiver for various problematic behaviors. Jeff is upset about it. Please stop doing such things from now on.
Oh, are you giving me orders? Jeff wouldn't be bothered by it, I'm sure. He must be happy to hear about what's going on with me.
If you keep up with all these problematic behaviors, they might ask you to leave.
What do you mean? Don't you know how to respect me?
There are nurses on site, and they provide meal services and full care.
I know.
Do you know how much it cost?
I don't care. Shut up. I'm still in good health, so I don't need nursing care. But Jeff insisted, so I agreed to move in.
You should be grateful that you live in such a good and safe environment. If you continue behaving badly, you'll be kicked out.
I don't care if I'm kicked out. I'll go to your house and kick you out from there. If you don't divorce quickly, I'll make it happen for real.
Hey, Betty. Could you please stop spreading rumors about me at the nursing home? Even my relatives have heard about it. Now I'm completely rumored to be a bad wife.
Huh? It's not just a rumor. It's the truth. You made your ex-husband eat unhealthy food and sent him to the afterlife with cancer. Moreover, you deceived my son and married him. You are such an evil person. It's a big deal to have such an evil person in the family, so I'll have to tell all my relatives about you.
Please stop it.
But you chose a good time to contact me.
What?
Today, I will prove how incompetent a wife you are in front of my relatives. I will expose the true nature of the miserable 45-year-old hag. To get their reaction, I'll go live with you.
What do you mean by my true nature? What did I do?
Wearing such scandalous underwear at your age? What are you thinking?
Underwear? Where on earth did you get that idea?
Obviously, from your closet. I said before that if you don't divorce, I'll come to your house. I saved money from selling herbal tea and traveled alone to your house.
You thought I couldn't do such a thing because I live in a nursing home, didn't you? When I said I'd expose the wife's true nature, the relatives gladly lent me a spare key. What? Please don't enter my room without permission. I'll expose you to all my relatives. Stop it, please. Oh my God, look at this underwear. It's a normal kind of underwear. Stop humiliating me for no reason. Only a hooker would wear this kind of underwear. I don't think so. Oh, Lord. My son was deceived. My son deserves a younger woman who's never been married before. He doesn't deserve a miserable 45-year-old hag. The whole family wants you and Jeff divorced. Just get the divorce now. No way. Once you divorce, I'll have Jeff go on an arranged marriage right away. I know a young lady from a good family. She's around 23, I think. She's young and attractive, and she also wants to become a full-time housewife, so it's perfect. Of course, she'll have lots of children. They will have the big family that Jeff dreamed of. Unlike a prideful but useless 45-year-old hag, she can make Jeff happy. What? That's too far. You deserve to be alone for the rest of your life. But I don't want to divorce Jeff. Hey, Betty? I don't know what's going on. Everybody just left. They were so angry. They said they'd never come to see me anymore. I don't get it. I just showed your scandalous underwear. It appears that way. Thanks to your live stream, I saw it too. I started receiving concerned messages from relatives. Concerned messages? You mean they messaged you telling you to divorce Jeff? Now that your true colors have been exposed to the relatives, you have no choice but to divorce my son. No, that's not it. Instead of me, your true color has been exposed by your own actions. Have you already forgotten what the relatives said to you earlier? Everyone was shocked by your disgraceful behavior in the nursing home and the insults towards me. Did you see their reaction when you called me an old hag? Everyone was also shocked by how overly protective you were of Jeff and how it ruined his past relationships. Also, you didn't borrow the spare key. You broke in through the window, right? Everything you said and did was really terrible and only made you look bad. I was concerned that the relatives believed your rumor at first, but I'm relieved that now they've seen for themselves what a terrible person you are. What are you talking about? Surely, everyone left because they were disgusted to know what kind of person you are. You're now disliked by the entire family. You have no place here, so hurry up and get a divorce. I don't see any reason to get a divorce. Shut up! The fact that I don't approve of this marriage is reason enough. Just get a divorce now. If you insist so much, then... I've already talked to the future wife of Jeff. All that's left is for you to disappear. Do you really want me to get a divorce? Oh my goodness. How many times do I have to tell you? Of course. Jeff doesn't need a miserable old hag as a wife. Just divorce him. All right. Then I'll stop sending you $2,500 a month. What? You didn't know? I'm the one supporting you financially. What do you mean? Don't say stupid things. It should be Jeff who's supporting me. Jeff's salary isn't enough, so I'm the one supporting you. What? I thought you were part-time. How is that possible? Are you doing shady business? No, I'm not. I'm actually an investor. What? I earn income through investments. I don't understand. What? I live off the dividends and gains from the sale of my shares. Is that what you meant by telework? Yeah, I work from home. I also manage my late husband's estate well. What? The estate of your late husband? It's all your fault why he passed away, right? The inheritance was probably taken by your late husband's mother. I don't understand why you're making such assumptions. My late husband passed away due to cancer, and I received an inheritance as well. So what? Even if that's true, it doesn't change the fact that you are a miserable old hag. Besides, I don't believe Jeff doesn't earn that much. Jeff is doing his best, but it's tough with just his factory salary. Are you looking down on my son? I don't care about your late husband's inheritance. I know it's a lie that you're making money just by working from home. You must be earning only about $100 a month from your so-called telework. Besides, Jeff put me in this nursing home a year ago. Didn't you marry Jeff just 2 months ago? Then the timeline doesn't match up. How could you even blatantly lie like this? Betty, think about it. Jeff used to work in an office before switching to the factory, right? He was making more money back then. If he had stayed in that job, he could have easily covered the costs of the nursing home with his salary alone. So what? Do you know why Jeff had to change jobs? It's because you tried to force him into a relationship with one of his coworkers. What? That's also why he decided to move you into a nursing home and keep your distance. But it became a big issue at the office, and Jeff couldn't continue working at his company. He ended up taking a lower-paying job at a factory. What's that supposed to mean? You're saying it's my fault? Yes, it is. At this point, I'll say it clearly. All of your actions are getting in the way of Jeff's life. He's kind, so he might not have said these things to you directly. But the fact that he never visited you in the nursing home says it all, don't you think? He distanced himself from you, and after that, he met me. And he's finally enjoying his own life. Honestly, after hearing all the things you've done to him, it makes me dislike you. I thought I would continue to support you financially as a gesture of love for Jeff. But that ends today. Wait, about the divorce? What? I've been forgetful lately. Oh, really? It doesn't seem that way. No, it's really bad. I might have said something outrageous, but forgive me. It's just what old people do, you know. The staff at the nursing home didn't mention anything about you being forgetful. I'm sorry. Let's forget about the divorce talk. I never intended to divorce from the beginning. I've already told Jeff everything that happened this time. What? Really? I've also told him about the harassment from you and the humiliation I faced today. Jeff has also had enough and says he's reached his limit. He's furious and disappointed with you. He said he wants to cut ties with you. He thinks sending you to a distant nursing home wasn't enough. If we don't cut ties completely, you'll ruin the rest of our life. No. That's not true. Please forgive me. It's too late now. I apologize for calling you an old hag. I'm sorry for spreading rumors about you. I take back everything I've said. So please forgive me. That's not the only thing I'm upset about. You're selfish and you don't mind causing trouble for others. I especially can't forgive you for ruining Jeff's life. From now on, I will support him for the rest of his life. We don't need you, Betty. Please, I apologize for everything I said. I'll get down on my knees if you want me to. Hundreds or thousands of times. I won't forgive you even if you kneel tens of thousands of times. Goodbye, Betty. After that, we decided to stop paying for Betty's nursing home fees. Betty apparently asked relatives and fellow residents to pay her bill, but nobody offered help. Instead, she was asked to return the money she had overcharged for selling herbal tea. Betty left the nursing home on her own and moved to a cheaper apartment. Looks like she's not exactly living her best life in her golden years. We relocated and cut ties with Betty, and now we're living peacefully. Seeing Betty's struggles made us realize we don't want to end up like her in retirement. We're planning to work hard together and save money properly from now on.
Richard, can you come to the hospital today?
Sorry, I'm stuck at work today too. It might be a little tough.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry, I've been working late a lot lately.
I guess since I've been in the hospital, you've been really busy, haven't you?
Oh, you think so?
You used to be able to get home on time almost every day.
Well, that's true, but I thought I should work harder for you.
What?
Because of me, you're bedridden. We're going to need a lot of money from now on too. I want to make money while I can.
It's already happened, so don't worry about it. If you collapse too, it could make things even harder. Don't work so hard.
Vera, I'm really sorry. I'll make it up to you and support you for the rest of my life, so please forgive me.
You don't have to apologize anymore. It's okay.
It's not okay. If I hadn't made that wrong turn, you'd be able to move around right now. I'll never forgive myself.
There's no point in regretting the past. You must be in a lot of pain.
Well, I can't sleep at night just thinking about the accident. But it must be harder for you. You had to quit the job you love so much.
Well, yeah, it's been hard for me too. But I'm just happy that you're okay.
You got hurt badly, but miraculously, I only got a scratch.
Hey, will you come visit me tomorrow? I have some things I need you to bring from home.
Sorry, I can't come tomorrow either.
Oh, you have to work late tomorrow too?
I have a meeting with a client in the evening. I have to take him out for drinks.
Richard, you work too much. Can't you go home early sometimes? Your wife is in the hospital. If you tell your boss what's going on, he may cut you some slack.
No, I don't think that's possible. Everyone at work is so busy. I can't ask for special treatment just because a family member is in the hospital. Besides, if there's something you need, why don't you just ask your mother? She doesn't work, so she's free, right?
Well, maybe she can spare some time, but she can't drive. She wouldn't be able to carry all that stuff.
What about your father then? He has a car, right?
My father can't come. He's on a business trip overseas. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, he was? But you know what? You can't depend on me all the time.
I can't depend on you. You're my husband, right?
Yes, but stop bothering me so much. I'm working for you, you know.
Okay, I'll ask my mom to bring me a few things.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to.
But you're talking kind of crazy.
Huh?
I don't know if you're worried about me or if you just don't care. I hate to say this, but maybe you're planning not to come to the hospital ever?
Huh? There's no way that's true. I'm more worried about you than anyone else. I'll definitely come visit you when things settle down at work.
Well, that's good.
To be honest, I don't want to go to the hospital for now.
Huh?
I don't feel comfortable seeing my mother-in-law.
Why?
Think about it. I made her precious little daughter bedridden. I bet she still hasn't forgiven me.
That's not true. My mother and father both see it as an accident that couldn't have been helped. They don't blame you.
No, I'm sure both of them really resent me. If I were your parents, I would never forgive me. I would think that they would want me to divorce you.
Don't worry. My parents would never ask us to divorce. In fact, they want us to continue to support each other. So don't be so negative. Let's both do our best to stay positive.
Huh? Well, yeah. Oh, I have to go to a meeting soon, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, good luck with work.
Sorry, Vera, I'm working late again today. I'll eat out, so you don't need to make me dinner.
What? Are you going out for drinks again?
Well, it's not really a drinking thing. It's more of a work thing.
I see. My mom made your favorite dish today.
I'm really sorry. I'll have it for breakfast tomorrow.
Okay, I'll ask my mother to put yours in the fridge.
Listen, Vera, why don't you go back to your parents' house?
What? What do you mean?
Your mother came over today. She's taking care of you, right?
Yes, but...
I don't want her to have to come over every day. I feel bad for her. She can't drive, so she takes the bus, right? Then maybe it would be easier for her if you went home.
That may be true, but my mom doesn't work, so she has time. She says it wouldn't be hard for her to make the trip for her daughter.
No, I'm sure she is pushing herself.
I doubt that.
It'd be terrible if she collapsed from exhaustion. I think it's better for you to stay at home and be taken care of there.
But I want to stay here if I can.
Why?
Once I go back to my parents' house, I get this feeling I wouldn't be able to come back here.
That's not true. With some rehabilitation, you might be able to move around in a wheelchair, right? Then you can come back.
Well, yeah.
I understand you want to stay home, but I think it'd be better for you and your mother for you to stay at your parents' place for a while.
But during that time, we'd be apart, right?
Well...
Having an accident like this one made me realize you never know what's gonna happen in life, right? I want to be with the person I love as much as possible so I don't regret it later.
You're overreacting, aren't you? Accidents like that don't happen often. I'm more worried about you. I'm worried about you living alone in the house when I'm away most of the time for work. What if you get sick when your mom is away? What if you die with no one there to help you?
No, I think you're the one overreacting.
Then what if there is a big earthquake? Vera, you would never be able to escape by yourself.
That's, you won't know until it happens.
No, of course you wouldn't be able to escape. You're bedridden. If you lived in a house, you might be able to roll or crawl away. But we are on the 4th floor of an apartment building. You can't take the elevator by yourself. You can't even use the stairs.
So you want to move out?
Huh?
You mean I should live on the 1st floor of an apartment or in a house?
No, I'm not sure why you're suddenly talking about moving.
Then I'd better make an effort to stay in my current place, right? If I go back to my parents' house, my mother will be responsible for all my care. Even though I have a husband, you. Isn't that a little crazy?
But let's be realistic. I hardly ever get to go home. I have to work overtime every day, and on my days off, I get calls from work.
Look, maybe I've said this before. Can't you find a way to make some time away from work? Your wife is bedridden.
Don't be selfish. I'm working my heart out for you.
I know that, but...
Anyway, I'm worried about you. I think it would be safer if you stayed at your parents' house. I'd be able to concentrate on my work too.
Richard, are you trying to get rid of me?
No, I'm not. I'm asking you to go home for your own good.
I doubt that. It just seems like you're using work as an excuse to get away from me.
Vera, sorry.
What?
You were right.
Huh?
To be honest, it's hard for me to be around you.
What?
When I look at you, I can't help thinking about the accident. I feel like I'm being blamed all the time, that it's my fault you're having a hard time.
No one is blaming you, Richard.
I can't break it down like that. You should feel how I feel when I'm tormented by guilt every day.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but this is how I honestly feel. I want to be away from you right now.
You're dumping me?
I didn't say I'm dumping you. We're just going to live apart for a little while.
For how long?
I don't know. Well, until I feel better, I guess.
Okay, I'm going home.
Thanks, Vera. I'll come for you at some point.
I won't hold my breath.
Don't say that. But if you want to stay there, I won't stop you.
You're still trying to get rid of me.
That's not it. I mean, I want to respect your wishes.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I'm going to ask my mom to move some of my stuff out to my parents' house. Richard, it's been a while. Is this a good time?
Oh, Vera.
What are you surprised at?
I didn't know you were alive.
Huh? You thought I was dead?
No, I haven't heard from you in a while. You were bedridden. I thought you were already gone.
That's rude. I'm bedridden, but I'm full of life.
Oh, yeah.
When are you going to come for me?
Huh?
You said you'd come for me when you felt better. It's already been 6 months since then, right?
Sorry, I've been busy at work. I've been working late as usual. I'm sorry I haven't been able to see you.
You're lying.
What?
My mother told me.
She told you what?
She said you've been bringing a woman to the condo. When my mother went to pick up my things, she saw you and a young woman going into the apartment.
Oh my god.
You're such a jerk. You sent me home to live with my parents so you can live with your lover, right?
Well, okay, I guess there's no hiding it now.
So you admit to cheating on me?
What can I say? You went home. I was lonely too.
What? You told me to go back to my parents' house.
Oh, your mother has bad timing. If she hadn't come to the condo such an awkward time, you wouldn't have had to suffer so much. You would have been able to leave this world without ever knowing.
You know, I'm not going to die so easily.
But I'm divorcing you. You don't want to come back to me now, do you?
You lied about being busy with work and sent me away to my parents' house. You were planning to dump me from the start, weren't you? If there was another woman, you should have told me honestly.
There's no way I could tell you that. You'd get hurt.
I don't want your needless concern. You didn't want to pay the compensation for the affair anyway, did you?
If it's compensation, I'll pay it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I don't want to spend the rest of my life taking care of a bedridden wife. If I can get a divorce and be free, I'll pay you whatever compensation you want.
Okay, that's fine with me. Let's get a divorce.
I'm glad you're a reasonable woman.
But your life is over.
Huh?
No, it's nothing.
What do you mean my life is over?
Nothing. Good luck with your new wife.
Hey, Vera. Don't ignore me. Hey.
Richard, what are you all frantic about?
You did it, didn't you?
Excuse me?
Don't play dumb with me. A real estate agent came to the condo out of the blue today.
Oh, that's right.
You've got to be kidding me. You sold the condo without my permission. What do you mean you want me to leave at the end of this month?
Because that condo is mine.
Huh?
Oh my, did you forget? I bought that condo when I was single. The mortgage was paid before we got married.
Oh.
Are you okay? Did you hit your head in an accident and lose your memory? Of course, it's in my name. And since I bought it before we were married, it can't be joint property of the couple. Whether I sell what's mine or not is up to me, right?
Oh, come on now. I was going to start a new life with my girlfriend in this condo.
I guess you're out of luck. You won't be able to live in that place any longer. You'll have to find a new place soon.
You're an ogre. Selling the house to spite me for leaving you?
Oh well, what's the use of owning a house I can't ever live in?
You don't live there, but I still do.
Why would I let a stranger live in my house? Why don't you just take what's yours and go?
Damn. Okay. I'll find a bigger and better place. Vera, what is this? My mother-in-law and the movers came earlier. They took away all our furniture and appliances.
What about it?
Don't be ridiculous. I'm still living here. I can't live in an empty place.
That's why I told you to get out of there.
It's not that easy to find a place to move. I mean, why are you taking our stuff without permission? We were using the furniture and appliances together, you know.
Oh, they should have only taken out what was mine.
Huh?
I only had the stuff I bought when I was single moved out. When we got married, you didn't have any savings at all. We started our newlywed life by you moving into my place. But I left the toaster oven that we got after we got married.
Oh, come on, just a toaster oven?
You can bake bread with a toaster oven.
You know what?
You're working a lot now. You must have some money saved up. Why don't you buy her some new appliances?
Oh, give me a break. If I had to buy everything again now, it would cost me a lot of money.
Then why don't you just live in her house? Then you wouldn't have to look for a new place. And you wouldn't have to buy new furniture and appliances.
That's, I don't know what the problem is. She doesn't let me come over to her place.
I'm sure she wouldn't.
Huh? What do you mean, sure? You know something?
I heard she has a husband.
What? No way.
Oh, you didn't know? I think she has 2 kids.
Kids? Oh my god.
You really don't know?
I didn't know anything about that. I thought she was single. Oh my gosh, was I tricked?
Oh, no. It goes both ways, doesn't it? You're married too.
Yeah, but...
By the way, Richard, haven't you been in touch with your girlfriend lately?
Huh? Come to think of it, she doesn't pick up the phone when I call her. And my messages haven't been read.
I think her husband has found out about the affair. I'm sure he'll file a claim for compensation soon.
What?
Of course, I'm going to demand my share of compensation too. Make sure to pay up.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much about her?
My mother told me.
Your mother?
She hired a detective agency. They checked out a lot of stuff for us.
Oh no, my gentle and calm mother-in-law.
You underestimated her, but she always suspected you.
What did I do? I didn't show any signs of suspiciousness.
She was dumbfounded. I thought it was crazy too, even when I was bedridden and hospitalized. You didn't visit me at all, citing work as the reason.
Oh.
But I guess you lied about your job. While my mother worked so hard to keep me company, you were going on dates with your girlfriend.
I can't believe it. You found out about everything. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't know.
I was supposed to divorce you and start a new life. My whole plan is screwed up. Hey, Vera, can we just not get divorced?
Excuse me?
I'll never cheat on you again. I'll take care of you.
No thanks. I don't want a piece of trash like you taking care of me.
Don't say that.
I was devastated about being bedridden after the accident. But thanks to that, I was able to find out who you really are.
Vera, I'm begging you. I'm really sorry, so please forgive me.
Goodbye, scumbag. Don't ever show your face again. After that, Richard persistently contacted me. He kept trying to get me to get back together with him. With the help of a lawyer, we were able to get a divorce. I was also able to get compensation. As expected, my ex-husband was also charged compensation by the husband of his lover. He even had to borrow money. Now he lives in a shabby apartment with very cheap rent. He is working part-time in addition to his day job, and he is working without rest. As for me, I have been bedridden for a long time. Thanks to my efforts in rehabilitation, I am now able to move around in a wheelchair. I can only thank my mother for supporting me. I will continue to do my best in rehabilitation, and when I am able to go out, I would like to go on a trip with my mother.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.